Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Rewind That. It's your girl Miss K. If this is your first time coming across my channel, welcome. Please be sure to subscribe if you like the vibe and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this one. Alright guys, today we are going to be doing a recap of Force, Season 1, Episode number 2. Alright, let's get into it guys. In this episode, Tommy's brother JP calls him because somebody shot up his bar, alright? And Tommy was like, you ain't got no other numbers in your phone. So JP tells him, he's family. And when Tommy was like, you sure you want to run into that burning building? JP tells him that he doesn't have anybody else to call. Plus, his pops is sick. So Tommy decides to give JP a roll of cash to help him out. But JP was like, I appreciate it, but keep your money because honestly, this ain't gonna make a dent. So Tommy was like, just take the money because the way I see it, we both alone. So Tommy is willing to have his brother's back at this point, right? Anyway, Tommy also mentions to JP that he has a way to get JP more money and he'll hit him up later. Before we move on, guys, I also have to mention that JP told Tommy that this is the third time within a year that his place got shot up. So Tommy tells JP that someone is trying to get his attention. We find out later that the person trying to get his attention is his son, okay? But this is a very weird way, in my opinion, to get someone's attention, especially if it's your dad, Like, if you're not going to actually show your face or say something or throw a brick through the window and say, hey, meet me here, there, whatever, like, if you're not going to do stuff like that, I don't see the point in this, but whatever. So next, Walter Flynn gets a message from his oncologist and they want to go over some test results, guys. So it sounds like Walter has some kind of cancer. We don't know what type yet, but even Vic was concerned and asking his father how bad it was. But Walter doesn't want to get into details, and he even tells Vic that Claudia can't know about his condition, and neither can anyone else, okay? So maybe Walter's not going to be with us for too long, guys. We do know that when Walter dies, he wants Vic to step up, and he cannot do anything to screw things up, which means he has to do things the way Walter has been doing it and the way Ireland likes it done. So if Vic decides to do things the unconventional way when he takes over, the Irish mob is coming for him. Next, once again, Gennard reminds Diamond that a lot has changed in 15 years. On top of that, he wants Diamond to meet these little wild boys who he says are stone cold killers. But Diamond tells Gennard not to bring them nowhere near him, okay? So Gennard wants Diamond to listen to him for a change, okay? He tells Diamond that these boys are an investment. But D tells Gennard that them kids ain't nothing but dead money and the spray and pray bullcrap is a bad look. No matter how many years has passed and no matter how much time he's been inside, okay? He tells Gennard to use his head because none of that stuff helps them at the end of the day. Then Tommy comes in and he drops off the drugs he took the night he met Vic and Gennard at that deal that went sideways. Everything seems to go okay, but when Tommy tries to leave, Elijah wants to get all up in Tommy's face like he wanted to smoke. So Tommy grabs him by the neck and the two young thugs come rushing in and they got their guns ready on Tommy. Okay, so Diamond says, put them guns down in my shop. So one of the boys, right, the one who plays Bakari from The Shy, at least that's who he looks like anyway, right? So this kid, he tells Diamond that he ain't putting his gun away until he gets the nod from Gennard. And the kid with the locks was on the same page. He was like, just give me the word and I'll smoke, white boy. So Gennard tells them to chill and Diamond tells Tommy to take a walk with him. Now, the thing that annoyed me with this scene is that Gennard was supposed to take this moment right here and tell these little ninjas who's really in charge of their crew, right? But he didn't do that. And that leads me to believe that there's going to be a power struggle between the brothers, Diamond and Gennard, okay? One thing I do hope is that Diamond is going to have to mess around and show these little gangsters how he really gets down, okay? But we know that Diamond is trying to keep it clean for now, okay? But best believe that this partnership that he got with his brother, it's going to somehow force his hand because they're just not on the same page. We got the old generation of doing things the OG way, and we got this new way, right? Where there was a conversation later on that Tommy had with Diamond, and they were talking about how, this new generation, they just want things really quick. They think stuff is supposed to pop off fast. And when we were doing things, it was like, it was slow and steady and we saw the angles and stuff like that. So I really want to see how all this stuff is going to play out. And of course, I'm on the OG side of things. You feel me? Anyway, next, while Tommy and Diamond are walking a car comes out of nowhere, and these dudes with guns, they just get out the car, they put a bag or something like that over Tommy and Diamond's heads, and they take them to this empty warehouse. And we find out that these guys work and were sent by Rojas. All right, and they want to get back at Diamond for putting Rojas in a wheelchair. But instead of killing Diamond, they want him to move some weight in one day. All right, so they try to keep Tommy as collateral, but Diamond was like, nah, if you want me to move this weight with all this heat on these streets from these cops, I'm gonna need a wingman. So they let Tommy go with Diamond, and they tell them that they got 3 hours to move this weight or they gonna die. Okay. Next, Tommy asks Diamond why he put Rojas in a wheelchair instead of in the ground, and Diamond tells Tommy that he wasn't trying to get life while he was on the inside. But Rojas came at Jannard, so he had to put an end to all that. Next, one of Rojas's guys is on the phone with Rojas, and Rojas tells him that it's too much heat on the streets to risk their own guys, so Diamond needs to hurry up and get the job done. So the guy says, don't worry, I'm about to make this real interesting because I got eyes on Diamond's brother right now. So as Tommy and Dee are out making moves, Diamond gets a call from Jannard, but he's with Rojas's crew, and they got Jannard all beat up on FaceTime, okay? And they tell Diamond that there's a change of plans, and they want the money in an hour or his brother dies. So now D is in a panic and he's trying to fly through these streets. They get a little caught up during the exchange with the Jews. You know, it looked like it was gonna go left for a minute, but everything worked out. Anyway, next, Claudia tells her father that what they're selling is outdated and that they need a newer drug to push, something exclusive. But of course, Walter is not trying to hear nothing that Claudia has to say, all right? He asks her why she's always insisting on putting her nose where it's not wanted. Just focus on the books, because for the last freaking time, your brother runs the streets. Next, Tommy and Dee drop the money off to Rojas's crew, and they get Jannard back safely. So before they go their separate ways, Diamond asks Tommy if he's clocking his city because he saw how Tommy was absorbing everything about the routes. And Tommy was like, is it going to be a problem if I am? And Diamond was like, only one way to find out. So Tommy says, let's find out then. And Diamond was like, all right, watch your back though, you know. So next, Tommy goes to his grandmother's house to meet up with JP, and he gives him more money, okay? During this little visit is where we find out that JP has a son that he hasn't seen since he was like 2 years old. Because when he came out, the child's mother took him away, all right? So as JP tells Tommy that being a father was the best thing that ever happened to him, we cut to a scene where we see one of Jannard's little wild boys walking down an alleyway. And he goes to this hidden box where there's a picture inside, right? And the picture is of JP and a little boy. So obviously, it's JP and his son, right? So now we know that this is JP's son, and the gun that he's holding looks like the same gun that was used to shoot up JP's bar. So we'll see how much drama this whole storyline is going to bring, guys, because if Tommy finds out that this kid is his nephew and something happens to him or he gets in some type of trouble, I believe Tommy will feel like he has to get involved to save his nephew. Okay. Next, Tommy tracks down the guy and the girl from Rojas's crew, and he puts them in the trunk of a car and sets them on fire. Okay, guys. Then he goes by Diamond's barbershop and takes the jacket of Rojas's guy and he holds it up to the window for Diamond and his crew to see. And as Tommy walks away, he says, now you owe me one more. So he's just gonna keep this thing going between him and Diamond. All right. Next, Tommy leases a new place to live, you know, something similar to what he had in New York. Then he finds out where Liliana lives and he tries to kill her, but he stumbles upon some drugs under the floorboard after trying to kick Liliana's face in. And once that happened, he figured that they could work together, which we'll see more of next week. Anyway, the episode ended with Tommy telling Liliana that it's always good running into old friends. All right. That is the recap, guys. I thought this episode was much better than last week's episode. I was pretty much tuned in and interested in pretty much everything that was going on, except for the situation with Glow. Like any scene that Glow was in, whether it was with Tommy or Vic, I really wasn't that interested in, okay? But one thing I will say is that Vic did not give Glow her keys back to the apartment, okay? So we're going to see what happens with that. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for stopping through. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this one. Until next time, you guys take care and be blessed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.